What's up, guys? Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. On this channel, we talk about the markets, and we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update, so I want to break down some technicals going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from my technical standpoint as well 3 stocks that tomorrow are going to be on the very top of my personal watch list. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. And today we had a green day all across the board, guys, and the Russell 2000 actually led the way. It finished today's trading session up 0.83%, Nasdaq up 0.11%, S&P 500 also up 0.42%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed today up 0.44%. And something that really caught my eye in today's trading session, guys, and here you can see the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500, and 9 out of the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P closed today's trading session in positive territory. But the financial sector, guys, was almost the best performing sector. It went up today 1.08%. And this really caught my eye, guys, because you know that yesterday we had the Federal Open Market Committee, and the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Mr. Jerome Powell, said that they are not even thinking about raising interest rates, right? So I don't know, this is kind of confusing. We can make the case, because if the interest rate is going to remain near zero for at least 1 or 2 years, that is not really a good sign for the financial sector. So this is something to think about. And on top of that, the Federal Reserve also confirmed that the quantitative easing policy will remain without any changes. And I think that that was the markets were waiting for. And thanks to that, we had today a green day all across the board. And now I have a fun fact for you. So listen up over here. As of now, we have had 184 days without seeing a 5% pullback in the S&P 500, okay? If the S&P happens to reach 190 days without seeing a 5% pullback, then this index, the most important index of the world, is going to match a situation that has only occurred 3 times ever, all right? 190 days without seeing a 5% pullback. Okay, on those 3 occasions, okay, before, in which the S&P 500 didn't see a 5% pullback in a 190-day time frame, then the next 5% pullback occurred on average after 250 days. So I don't know, guys, that's not a good sign for the birds. So if you guys are thinking about shorting the markets, you know, buying SPY puts and stuff like that, I don't know, guys. I think that the odds are against you. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 itself, which, as I just said, went up today 0.42%, and it closed today's trading session at 4,419.4419. And the first thing that I want to point out here, guys, is the RSI, the Relative Strength Index of this index, is at 61 points. It's a bit elevated, nothing crazy. We have already seen the S&P 500 trading with its RSI at 85 or 90 points, so this is not really something to be very worried about. So we actually, hey, take a look at this. I didn't notice this. My bad, guys. I didn't notice that we reached a new all-time high in today's trading session. So I didn't notice that. Let me pull up here the 1 day, 1 minute. And yeah, we have a brand new all-time high in the case of the S&P 500 at 44.29. So in terms of resistance for tomorrow's trading session, we are pretty much talking about the new all-time high of the S&P at 44.29. And in terms of support, I am going to be looking at 4,400. Definitely. 4,400 acted as a lower support in yesterday's trading session, and it is also a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of the S&P failed back on July 14, and they also failed back on July 13. And if I zoom out over here, there's nothing wrong with the S&P 500. We are on a clear uptrend, and the S&P is trading above the moving averages. Nothing to complain about the S&P 500. And when it comes to the Nasdaq 100, let me pull up here real quick the 4-hour. And did we see a new all-time high in the Nasdaq? No, we didn't see any new all-time high in the case of the Nasdaq 100. The relative strength index of this index is at 58 points, very but very healthy. We could even say that the Nasdaq 100 as of now is neither oversold nor overbought. So in terms of support, the most important area to keep a close watch on in tomorrow's trading session is going to be 15,000 points. The Nasdaq 100 closed today's trading session at 15,048 points. 15,000 points acted as a lower support in today's trading session, and it is also a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of the Nasdaq 100 already failed back on July 14 and also back on July 13. And in terms of resistance, obviously, the new all-time high of the Nasdaq 100 at 15,142 points, which was reached back on July 26th. And if I zoom out over here, nothing wrong with this tape. We are on a clear uptrend, and the Nasdaq 100 is trading above the moving averages. So no reason whatsoever, guys, to buy puts on the Nasdaq 100. And now I want to take a look at Amazon, because Amazon, let me see if Amazon already reported earnings. This might be a market mover tomorrow, guys, no doubt about it. If they happen, this is what happened with Amazon. My goodness, take a look at that, guys. So this was a drop of what? Of almost 5%, guys. So what happened with the earnings of Amazon? This could be an important factor in tomorrow's trading session if Amazon happened to report worse than expected earnings. So Amazon shares are trading lower after the company reported worse than expected Q2 sales results and issued Q3 2021 net sales guidance below estimates. So what happened here with Amazon, guys? This is a huge drop. I mean, a 5% drop. So they did EPS of $15.12, beating the estimate of $12.22, and sales came in at $113 billion, and they missed on sales. Yeah, the estimate was at $115 billion. Okay, so well, Amazon missed on earnings, guys. So let me pull up here the 4-hour chart, and this is live reaction, guys. Sorry about that. So what about tomorrow buying this dip at around, I don't know, 3,400, I guess, right? Because as of now, Amazon, is trading at $3,422. So we could potentially make the case that Amazon could find support tomorrow at 3,400. 3,400 is a previous area of support that already acted as such for Amazon back on July 2nd, and it also did it back on June 25th. But we are also talking about a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of Amazon failed back on April 19th. They also failed back on April 13th, and they also failed back on January 25th, guys. Wow. So yeah, this is a nice dip here on Amazon, guys. I mean, it looks like a falling knife as of now, right? But I think that buyers are very likely to step in tomorrow if we happen to see 3,400, and we are very close to 3,400, right? Like $20 away, and this might affect tomorrow's trading session, guys. Amazon is a very heavy stock inside both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100. So watch out for that in tomorrow's trading session. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Robinhood, guys, which IPO'd in today's trading session. And here I have the one day, 1 minute chart. And Robinhood went down today 8.37%, and it closed today's trading session at $34.82. And before trying to break down Robinhood from a technical standpoint, guys, because we don't have a lot of technical information to consider, to evaluate, I wanted to tell you some information that is worth being considered. So listen up here, guys. The market share of Robinhood here in the US, because this is the only country in which Robinhood has commercial operations, is only 1%. The company has plans to expand its commercial operations outside the United States. So eventually, we're going to see people from abroad being able to open brokerage accounts on Robinhood. So that's fine, okay? But listen up here, guys. The average value of Robinhood's customers' portfolio is $1,300, all right? We are talking about small accounts. And 38% of the revenue that Robinhood makes comes from options trading. So we have a lot of people taking a lot of risky trades, because we know that taking trades with options is very, but very risky. And on top of that, we are talking about a lot of people that have very small accounts in terms of its value. Okay, and on top of that, Robinhood is not a profitable company yet. So I am not a bear of this company. However, guys, I don't think that Robinhood has a huge growth ahead of itself. And we can, agree to disagree. If any of you thinks that Robinhood is going to, take over the financial markets here in the US, then obviously go ahead and drop a comment down below. And they wanted to raise $38 billion, guys. But I don't know, and I do give them business, I use Robinhood. I have 2 brokerage accounts on Robinhood, but I don't like the way that this company looks, from a financial standpoint, because they are not a profitable company, even though they have been able to grow their revenue in a very, in an important way. Let's just put it that way. But we are talking about a company that has most of its customers with very small accounts and dealing with a lot of risky trades. So this is not an investment for me, this is a trade. I'm talking about taking a trade with Robinhood, guys. If the stock of this company tomorrow happens to pay a visit to the lower support that was found in today's trading session at $33.35, I might be tempted to try to take a day trade in Robinhood. And since we are talking about the lower area of support that was found today, we can make the case that if Robinhood, if the stock of this company happens to pay a visit tomorrow to this price, to this area in an aggressive way, buyers are very likely to step in at $33-ish. So if I happen to pick up some shares of Robinhood, as I just said, near $33.30 or $33.50, then my price target, because this is going to be a day trade, my price target is going to be $36.44, which is an area in which the bulls of Hood failed in today's trading session on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions. If I were able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 9%. And mind you, guys, if I happen to take a trade on Robinhood, then I am going to be placing a stop loss at around 3%, guys, at $32.50 ish or something like that, because I don't want to be back holding shares of Robinhood. I think that if this lower support of $33 happens to be broken to the downside, then we might see $30, $28. So watch out for Robinhood tomorrow, guys. In summary, paying a visit to $33-ish, finding a good support over there, and then bouncing back up. And the second stock of this video is going to be a stock that I am being asked to go over a lot, guys. Atos Therapeutics, ticker symbol ATOS. And in the case of this pharmaceutical company, it went down today 1.27%, and it closed today's trading session at $3.90. And I would like, guys, to see tomorrow Atos Therapeutics paying a visit to $3.80. $3.80 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of this company on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but we're also talking about a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of Atos failed back on March 9th. So, if tomorrow the stock of this company happens to visit $3.80, and if I notice that Atos Therapeutics starts to close hourly slightly above $3.80, that is going to be a green light for me to pick up probably 300 or 400 shares of Atos, in which case my price target is going to be the next important area of overhead resistance for Atos near $5.08. $5.08 is a previous area of support that already acted as such for Atos on 1 and 2 occasions before, but we are also talking about a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of this stock failed back on February 3rd. So if I were able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 23%, sorry. So watch out in tomorrow's trading session for Atos, finding a good support at around $3.80, consolidating slightly above that level, and then making a push higher. And the last stock of this video is going to be a stock that I haven't talked about in quite a while, guys, Uber. And in the case of Uber, the stock of this company got absolutely demolished in today's trading session, going down 3.14% and closing today's trading session at $44.69. And you guys know that I love buying dips, so I ended up purchasing 100 shares of Uber at $44.10, and as of now I have over here a small gain of $44. So what's my plan when it comes to the position that I opened today on Uber? So guys, if tomorrow Uber happens to have another red day, and if it happens to pay a visit to the $43.50, which is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for Uber back on May 13, and it also did it back on May 11th, I am going to pick up probably 50 more shares of Uber, guys. And I am not a bull of this company, guys, but take a look at this. So Uber is trading as of now 31% off its high. So I think that this is a fair discount to pick up a bunch of shares of Uber. So at $43.50, I am going to be picking up 50 more shares, or if Uber happens to be able to fill the next gap up that this stock is going to eventually be able to fill up to $48, then $48 is going to be ultimately my price target. $48.50 or $48 flat is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for Uber on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 times before. And on top of that, we have the convergence, the coincidence of the 180 SMA over a previous area of lower support. So we can expect from a technical standpoint the bulls of Uber to have a hard time trying to break out of $48.50 or $48 flat. So if I am able to close this trade the way that I am describing it, and taking into account that I already own 50 shares at an average price of $44 each, and if I happen to be able to sell out of those shares at $48, I am going to be locking in a profit of almost 7.50%, a very nice profit. And if we take a look at the RSI, it is at 37 points, so we can make the case that Uber is oversold as of now. So if tomorrow the stock of this company happens to pay a visit to the former area of lower support that I already told you guys about, near $43.50 ish, the RSI is going to be even lower, and that is going to increase the likelihood for the bulls of Uber to find support at a previous area of lower support and then bounce back up. So watch out tomorrow for Uber near $43.40, or maybe making a push higher and filling the gap up to $48. And with Uber, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember and keep in mind, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram as well, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, and most importantly, here and there, when the volatility of the markets lets me do it, I am making call-outs about the stock that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that information, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys on Sunday, because we also post stock market videos on Sunday. So enjoy your weekend, guys. Keep on crushing the markets. Peace out.